Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's August 25th of the Duck Adventure, and I was up late last night, midnight. Mr. Fox did 2 returns, but he stayed in the shadows and just freaked the ducks out. And you know, we never got a shot off on him. I didn't even get to see him. The ducks they saw him, but I couldn't. He stayed in the dark. That's all I can say. Every place that was lit up, he wasn't anywhere near. So. But I haven't walked around the pens because I don't want to freak the ducks out. We're going to just let them straight out here this morning. So let's go. It looks just like I think there's 2 more at the back, down at the other end. There's some slow ones. They were down there at the water station. And that's a 600 duck plus rush and 6 geese. And today is supposed to be absolutely gorgeous. Another day at 29 degrees. Summer's here finally at the end of summer. So, but I've got lots to do today. I got to get the feeder done today. It has to be done because tomorrow is the day I'm letting all the ducks, the other 100 ducklings out. So it has to happen today. So I'm gonna go have my coffee and then I'm gonna get to work. Well, this morning the ducks all went to the lake. Like there was nobody left in the yard, and then I had to run to town to get some parts and do my Monday morning run. And the ducks saw me go from the house to the truck and then back. So I forgot something in the house. I had to go back. They saw me, and everybody came back to the yard. So I've been working in the garage, and the ducks have left me now. I can't believe this. It's the middle of the day, but it's been a hot day. So the ducks have been basically laying in the shadows, doing nothing all day. So this is all that's in the yard right now. Is right here. There's not much in the yard. I did fill the kiddie pool up because it's really hot, and I'm not gonna they want to hang around the yard for a reason. One, it's security, but now they're all down here. I couldn't leave it. I'm working in the garage. And I look up and there's this big horde down in the water, and there's a whole bunch out on the lake swimming actually, and there's not even many here around the hedge. It's just starting to cool off now. It's about 5 o'clock, so I guess the temperature is now a little more. What they want, because it was pretty hot this afternoon. But I don't have my rubber boots on, so I'm not going to go down there. But the ducks are down there playing in the water. And actually, Doug came back all covered in mud, and I couldn't figure out. And he ended up, he was the one that brought to my attention that everybody was down here. He was down with the ducks. So they're down there playing in the creek. And I shouldn't say anything, but no sign of Mr. Fox here. And the ducks are just drilling in the mud like it's disgusting mud too. You know, thankfully they got wicked immune systems. But they say that about ducks. Once ducks, you know, they get their immune system, you know, feces, water, it doesn't bother them. But they're just destroying the swamp here. Like the mud hole they've turned it into. I'm trying to get you a better shot here. Like I said, I don't have my rubber boots on. I really want to go down there and get covered in muck right now. I gotta stay focused. I'm working on my my high capacity feeder. Oh, ducks are standing up for something here. It's probably because they just saw me and they're gonna come back here. Which is usually what happens. As soon as they see me, they come back. Now Doug hasn't been doing any swamp action today, but it has been hot, so I know yesterday Doug was going crazy. You know, he was running the swamp absolutely big time yesterday. You know, Mr. Fox I think was probably coming into the area, and Doug was you know, keeping him away just by running the swamp. You know, the fox is not stupid. He's not going to come in with the dog. You know, unfortunately, Doug is not you know, smart enough yet, and doesn't have enough confidence and maturity yet to be a killer. He's just a pup still. So next year, though, he'll be the wildlife won't be screwing with him next year. All right, well, I'm gonna go back to work here. I gotta get this feeder done because tomorrow's a big day. We're the 100 ducklings that are in the barn, the dividers first thing tomorrow morning. That's my project. The dividers are getting taken down first thing, and then I gotta get working back on the feeder because I discovered after I got the feeder partially assembled that the only way I'm gonna get it into the pen is through the big gate. It's about 4 inches too wide once I get the roof on it to go through the small gate. So tomorrow morning these guys will get freedom. I already took all the rocks out of around the outside edge. So I'm going to tomorrow morning tear it down, and the ducks will be no longer confined to the pen. I'm not opening this gate because I've already discovered once that if they leave through this gate, it will be next to impossible to get them back into the pen at night through that gate. So they've got to leave that gate to go in that gate. So tomorrow they're going to get access to the whole pen, and then it'll just be a matter of time before they work their way out. All right, I'm back to work. Well, it's the end of the day, and I'm wiped out. It's amazing, you know. You set out to do a job, and it always takes longer, and then you wonder why you're so tired. But I was working, and I thought, oh, I go do chores now. It's almost 7 o'clock, and do chores, fill the feeders up, and then I thought all the ducks were here. And I'm in there, and then I was filling the feed up, and the ducks started doing their feed quack. Next thing I know, there was a duck train coming from the swamp that lasted over 10 minutes. I was like, okay, when's the ducks going to end? It was, I couldn't believe it. I forgot I had this many ducks. And tomorrow there's going to be more free ones. I'm really excited about tomorrow, though. Tomorrow I'm a pump day. I'm gonna be really excited. We're gonna get this, you know, the dividers taken down tomorrow in here. And these ducks are going to, you know, they're probably going to spend a couple days in the pen, just because they'll be, you know, ducks are afraid to go anywhere. Just venturing in the rest of the pen is going to be a big deal for them. But the grid dividers are going to be gone tomorrow, so the pen will be all one. No more food in the barn, which I'm going to be so happy about that. No more water. You know, it's going to cut a lot of work down. And I'm a couple hours away from finishing the feeder. I
I wasn't going to show you, but I'll give you a sneak peek of what I've done so far. But look at the ducks and the geese. I can't believe there's been a serious explosion on their growth. There's a big white one. I couldn't believe it. I actually crapped my pants when I saw him tonight. He just was, where is he? Oh, of course I can't find him right now, but just look at the size of this thing. I can see how they would end up being, a flock protector. That nothing would get in the, and they're not even full grown yet. We're not even, they've got still a while to go yet. Where is the big white one? There's a big, giant white one. He's the biggest of all. I can't see him right now. He must be on this side of the yard. I hear a goose behind me. Oh, Goose Lee's losing it over here. You can always tell when they're coming back. Goose Lee gives you while the ducks are, I'm sorry here guys, I'm tired. While the ducks are coming back, it's always funny because Goose Lee's always giving you a warning, and that's how I knew tonight when I was in the pen that the ducks were coming back, because I could hear Goose Lee. But I don't see my big white one. Let me take a look here. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He is so big. Now, they get 30-pound males. Or the ganders. Like, this guy's huge. You don't really get an idea. Well, actually, there he is beside the ducks. Like, look at how he towers over the ducks. Now, if he's a gander, he could end up being 30 pounds. Well, there's another goose around here somewhere. Goose Lee, you. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I had the zoom button pushing it the wrong way. We're starting. Oh, Doug likes the sound of Goose Lee. That's too funny. Oh, Doug. You better get used to that, because they're a loud goose. That was so neat. Doug actually, Goose Lee's just starting to get his voice. Just starting. Actually, tonight, that was the first time that I started hearing it, and it gets much louder. It gets like about 20 times louder than that. His parents are deafening loud. Alright, well, let's go and I'll show you what I've done so far on the my big feeder here. I figured out the volume. It can hold about 8 bags of feed when I'm done. So it's going to be like a couple days worth of feed. And there's a grand total of 8 feet of trough is what they're going to have access to. Now, right now, it's just a grid. It's going to be all enclosed in. I actually have, from an old building I took apart on this property, some of that fiberglass roofing. It's clear stuff, which I'm going to put on the wall, the sides of it, and the top, so if it rains, the feed doesn't get wet. But you can't really get an idea what I'm doing here with the grid. I guess from this angle, but it's going to, like I said, it's going to hold about 8 bags of feed. I figured out. And there's a tray that goes under the bottom. That's about 4 inches off the ground, so that there's no feed on the ground. This isn't here. I just have this as a measuring to keep some. But I'm fitting everything in right now before I start bending and bolting it all together. But it's slow working with metal. It's not like with wood. Wood is so much easier. Skill saw, zip, grinder. You're cutting and bolt cutters and you're drilling. Everything's slower. But this thing, when I'm done, it'll be rigid to the point that I'll be able to take a dolly when it's empty and just move it with next to no effort. And that's the plan. So it can be moved around. So it doesn't look like much right now, but believe it or not, there's a lot of figuring out involved. And I'm gonna be happy when it's done. And that the ducks will have a non-stop supply of feed. And I don't have to do this feed thing every day, because it's a real pain. Oh. Well, the ducks are going for the mud. They got back from the lake and now they're doing the mud. Here's another big goose. I don't know, I think it'd be neat to have about 500 or 600 geese that size floating around here. That would be epic. But it'd also be really expensive considering the price of goslings. You know, compared to ducks. You know, they're 6 times more expensive. Minimum 6 times. So it would, you know, 500 or 600, you know, 600 geese would be a very, very expensive flock. Be expensive to feed too, because they eat a lot. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm done. I'm gonna go and have a shower and get my supper on and get ready for tomorrow. I'm excited about tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Hopefully, Mr. Fox comes tonight. I'm not gonna stay up late for him. If he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But tomorrow is more ducks get freedom.